Ladies and gentlemen, this is a story that came out November 2nd, 2018, the Times of Israel. New York City warns about measles outbreak in Orthodox Jewish in Brooklyn. And there's a lot that live there. And I remember I did another article, ladies and gentlemen, on this same neighborhood. And they have quite a few opioid deaths in this same Brooklyn neighborhood. You know, believe me, these Orthodox Jews also got opioids handed to them like candy as well. So they're struggling with an opioid problem in these communities as well. So there is a rash of measles being reported out of this neighborhood in Brooklyn. 17 cases of children infected with measles. And they said 3 caught the virus in Israel. And a baby died, 18-month-old. Now, I went to see how bad it is in Israel, and actually it's pretty bad. Now, I did a video on Europe. I think Europe had 41,000 cases across Europe of measles, and I'm sure it's far worse now because they were anticipating it to get worse. And as you can see, Israel is also dealing with a pretty bad outbreak. Israel battles measles outbreak as infant dies of disease. And this came out November 1st, 2018. Israel is grappling with one of the worst measles outbreaks in a decade, with over 1,200 cases reported since the beginning of 2018. Israeli media reported Thursday that an 18-month-old baby died of complications of the disease at a Jerusalem hospital, the country's first death from measles since 2003. The child was not vaccinated. The outbreak comes as the World Health Organization has reported tens of thousands of measles cases across Europe. Measles is a highly contagious disease and one of the leading causes of deaths worldwide in young children, according to the World Health Organization. It is easily prevented with a vaccine. So they're saying that several ultra-Orthodox Jews, sect, oppose vaccination, and the health ministry has stepped up a campaign to increase vaccination rates in unprotected communities in recent months. So this is over there in Israel, ladies and gentlemen. So a lot of these people in the U.S., and you know, New York has the highest Jewish population in the country. And many of these people travel with their children back and forth to Israel, and their kids are coming home infected with measles. So the New York City Health Department is warning of an outbreak of measles in Brooklyn, Orthodox Jewish community, and calling on parents to have their children vaccinated. The department said Friday there were 11 cases of measles in the Orthodox enclave, bringing to 17 the number of children who have been recently diagnosed with measles in Williamsburg and Borough Park. 3 infections, including the initial case of measles, were acquired by children on a visit to Israel, the department said, where a large outbreak of the disease is occurring. On Thursday, an 18-month-old toddler died of the measles in Jerusalem, the first recorded death from measles in Israel in the past 15 years, according to officials at the Capital Shire Zedek Hospital. The infant was not vaccinated against, so they didn't have a vaccine. And I would imagine it's probably a very high number of unvaccinated children in the Jewish community. I mean, I really think that's probably the norm for them. So health officials and community groups have reported relatively low vaccination rates in Orthodox neighborhoods, just what I thought. Some blame a faulty perception. All right, so they're not trusting these vaccines. And like many people, they feel the vaccines are dangerous, so they're not getting it for their children. To counter this, the city health department enlisted community figures to encourage vaccination against measles, mumps, and rubella, MMR, including, and by the way, ladies and gentlemen, any of you that are Hebrews, you know you never call a man rabbi. The only one you can call rabbi is the Messiah. Man, you never ever call rabbi. And these folks in the Jewish community, they use rabbi all the time. And that just go to show you that you are not supposed to do it. It's forbidden. David Netterman, president of the United Jewish Organization of Williamsburg and North Brooklyn, and Avi Greenstein, executive director of the Borough Park Jewish Community Council, says in the Torah, yeah, it tells you have to guard against your health. They're right about that, but how are you guarding against your health if you got a rash of measles in Israel and in New York? It is abundantly clear on the necessity for parents to ensure that their children are vaccinated, especially from measles. The health department is working with local health care providers, religious schools, Orthodox newspapers to spread the word about vaccines. Well, good luck, because I know many of these people probably don't even believe in that. And I can only see it getting worse. But ladies and gentlemen, tell me what you think about these stories about an outbreak of measles among the children in New York and Israel. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I will see you on the next video. Peace, family.